frightened, and as it frightened, then it was just fell down. But while falling down from the lamp, its nose poked the wick a bit height, so the lamp was glowing high, but rat died and it became, just elevated like a queen. No, she became a queen. And somebody came to the queen and asked her, hey, what the punya you did to become like this? And then the queen said, because I was a rat and I died like that. But before I died, then I just raised the wick with the nose, and that's all. So it happened during the Kartika month. Kartika Deepa Prabhav. So put the Deepam in the Kartika month and you get the moksha. It is said. I think you hear so many stories like this. Many stories. That means you are putting the Deepam as a means. You put Deepam well and you light up so many lamps around the deity, that's fine. But don't make it a means. You have to do it, that's it. You making means, then God becomes passive. He says, then why should I? That is. These are dharmas, we take all these as dharmas only because each one is an activity. Each one is an activity and making you think that yields mukti for me and that burns all my sins. You chant the Vasudeva Sudam Deva, Koti Janma Kritam Papam Smaranena Vinasyati at the end. And that means you chanted and twice you chanted, thrice you chanted. My God. Still, one chanting yields in a Koti Janma Kritam Papam Smaranena. And I read it 3 times and since my childhood I'm reading it. But why my Papa said it is not gone? That means how many crores of lives you have yielded so far and how many crores you acquired, By chanting once, 1 crore is gone. And chanted second time, 2 crore is gone. But your crores are illimitable. And while chanting also you committed mistakes and then they again start for so many, so many millions of lives. This is what happens. So, I do this because thousands of lives are taken care. That's what you think. But which is not really right to think like that. Understand? And also, just making the garlands. I see, oh my God, many people they make this garland because garland making is a big punya karma. And they give the example of the Malakara in Bhagavad. Then Malakara gave malas to Lord Krishna, and Krishna came and said, you were 7 generations front and 7 generations back and 7 generations in the present, total 21 generations, and I've gone to moksha. Hello. He has given. And that means what happened, what you think, it is he sanctioned, so he got it. But we think, oh, making mala also gives mukti. Come on, let me make malas. No. That doesn't. Because if he thinks to give anything, yes, it happens. One person used to take the betel nuts every day. Betel nuts. And one day, by mistake, because the salagrama also just was kept in the box. So one day, just while he is thinking that it's a betel nut that he is eating, he took the small salagrama and then he kept in the mouth and started chewing that. And it wasn't, it's not just, because it is a stone. So anyway, but he has no teeth anyway. He's an old guy. So he's not just crunching, but he used to chew that in the mouth, keeping that, because that's how he is habituated. And that tasted him very nice, and for long he was just chewing, and then he spit it. That's what he used to do every day, And somebody saw that in the garden, and they brought it, as a new salagram. And then they washed, and again they kept in the puja mandir. And somebody said, that this salagrama is ours only. And how did you know that? And then they ultimately they made a research and they found this what happened, Our Tata did it. But God liked it. It is because probably he liked it to be, chewed by him for some time, probably. And so that he went into his mouth and he was just being there for some time, and that's why he's gone. And again he came back. Probably liked it. What he makes it, that's how it is. His doing or undoing, for him both are the same thing. Whatever he thinks, that's how he sanctions, that's how he gives us. And if he thinks that nothing, he doesn't give anything. Whatever we do, upaya buddhya seyum avayyum, that is more important sentence in the sutra. Upaya buddhya seyum avay dharmangal. What is Krishna trying as to say? Give up. What you have to give up. Do all these things, but don't do upaya buddhya. Thinking them as a means to attain something is not right. Doing those activities is not wrong. It's not saying that to give up all those things. No. You have to do all those things. But if you do them as upaya buddhya, then that's it. It won't yield results, and you won't get something from him also then. That is more important. Upaya buddhya seyum avay. That is what we need to note. And next, he spoke about two things now. What is dharma? A practice recommended for moksha in scriptures. And what is plurality? Recommended in many scriptures, in srutis, in smrutis, in itihasas, in dharmasastras, and whatever are recommended as the activities one should do. Right? And how many they are? They gave just a few examples for us to have an understanding that these are things what we usually do as the activities for us to give moksha. Right? And these are called dharmas. This is what, and what is sarva then? Sarva dharman, when the plurality is already there, and from many scriptures is already there, and why the sarva then? That is what in the next sutra. Sarva sabdatale avvosadhana visheshangalai anushthikkum idathil avathukku yogyata padakangalana nitya karmangalai sollugirathu. Sarva is all the auxiliaries. These are the main karmas what they spoke now. But each karma has many auxiliaries with it, right? Say for example, you are making garlands. If the garland making is the main karma, What are the auxiliary things that you do for that? Yes, you go to the garden and you pluck the flowers, you bring the flowers and you keep them orderly, you wash them, you take the needle and you take the thread and you fix them all onto that and you keep them in order. These are what you call the auxiliary karmas. The main karma becomes full by all those auxiliaries. Right? What they call the anga karmas. Maybe. Vikarma is variety of karmas. What we discussed, all the varieties of karmas, right? And for each one again there are angas. To do any activity, Sandhya-vandanam is mandatory. If you do not do Sandhya-vandanam, you are unfit to do any karma. That's why morning, immediately after Snanam is done, then we do Sandhya-vandanam. Then we go for other karma. But even to do Sandhya-vandanam, that the chanting mantra and Guru Parampara and taking Tirtham is the one which gives us the eligibility. So finish the Snanam and have the mark on the head and then take the Guru Parampara and take the Sripada Tirtham and then we go for Sandhya-vandanam. When we finish the Sandhya-vandanam, then we are fit for doing any activity like chanting Vedas or performing Havan or doing the puja or helping something else. Any of these activities, if you have to do this, you need to have the first of all fitness. Fitness comes by performing Sandhya-vandanam. So it is Sandhyahinaha Asuchihi Nityam Anarhaha Sarva Karmasu. If one doesn't do Sandhya-vandanam, he is Asuchi Nityam Anarhaha Sarva Karmasu. He is unfit for every activity, no matter what it is. If that is the case now, and many of us are anarhas. And you people may be doing Sandhya-vandanam, that's okay. But when you go out, and how many people are there performing Sandhya-vandanam on a routine basis? And Sandhya-vandanam should be done 3 times a day, then morning, afternoon, and evening. And in the afternoon one is not possible to perform because you are a big office and you are very busy in the office, and finish it in the morning itself. So in the morning and afternoon you can just work both together and just finish. And anyway you come back home right in the night, obviously. Because your office doesn't run all the 24 hours with you. They may have other shift, but not with you. And then come back home and then you take Snanam and then do Sandhya-vandanam next. That's okay. You have to do it. And Sandhya-vandanam is not necessarily for the people who wear the Inyopavidam. For them, of course, Sandhya-vandanam is in a particular fashion. And those who are not having, for them also there is Sandhya-vandanam in a different way. In a different way. Even for kids also, in a Prajna book, this we gave that Sandhya-vandanam. We gave a mantra like Jeeyar Sadha, they chant it. And then offer just 3 hands full of water. That is what Sandhya-vandanam has done. At least that anybody can do it, right? It's an act of gratitude that you have to do. Do it, you are fit for other activities. Don't do it, you are unfit. Not eligible. That's called Anga Karma. And if you want to do Sandhya-vandanam, then you should be pure. For purity you have to take Snanam. For Snanam again you have to do, the Saucha Karma. You have to clean your stomach. So each one has some auxiliaries with it. They are called Sarva. So Dharma, Dharman and Sarva Dharman. Look how many things are included in just one word. That is what they are saying.
We don't see the sun in winter, right? In winter we don't see the sun sometimes.
Don't see, but do. You need not see everything and do. A few things you won't see and still do. Right? You won't see the hunger, but still you satisfy that. You won't see the thirst, but still you satisfy that, right? The same thing. You don't see the sun, but you satisfy him by offering the 3 hands full of water. What is the wrong in it then? So, whatever that makes you fit to perform the main karma is called Anga karma. All the Anga karmas, whatever are required, are all called as Sarva, with the word Sarva. So, Sarva Dharma, that's what they are saying. Now, they are concluding this word, first word. Aga, Shruti Smruti, Choditangarai, Nitya Naimittikadi, Rupangadana, Karma Yogadi, Upayangal, Endrapadi. So what does it mean by now Sarva Dharma? As a whole, a single word it is, no? But a collective meaning is given for the single word where there are 3 parts in it, Sarva, Dharma and plurality. What is that? Shruti Smruti Choditangadai. Given by Shrutis and Smrutis, because the Vedic scholars, they gave the meaning to the word Dharma. Like, whatever is inspiring you to do some practice is called Dharma. That's what they said. Chodana Lakshanartha Dharma. Chodana Lakshanartha Dharma. That's what they said. That's the definition they have given. That means, Chodana means do it. Don't do it. Whatever is instructive like that is called Chodana. Vidhi. Chodana means Vidhi. And Prerekinche. Whatever that motivates. It's not motivation. It is instructive basically. It's an instruction. Because Veda never, just motivates or inspires so that whether you can do it or you won't do it. It won't be like that. In Veda, it's very clear. Do or don't do. Do it, this is the benefit. Don't do it, this is the punishment. That's it. Just like it is an ordinance of the government. The governmental ordinance will not be like, it will be nice if you do it. It will be always better to do things like this. Will it be like that? Ever? No. The ordinance is like this. Do it. That's it. And if you don't do it, then you'll be punished. Finish. There is no via media thing in the governmental instructions. That's called Vidhi. That is Veda. So that is called a Chodana here. Usually Chodana means just inspiring. Or the one who drives the vehicle is called a Chodaka. It's called a Chodaka. That means he leads the vehicle. He drives the vehicle. Whatever that drives you to do some activity, it's called a Chodana. And whichever sentence or whichever word, whichever instruction in Veda puts you with some action, that is Dharma. Chodana Lakshana Arthaha Dharma is what is recommended. So in Srutis and Smrutis there are so many things which are recommended, like Nitya Karmas, Naimittika Karmas, Kamya Karmas. Nitya Karmas is what we have to do on a routine basis. Wake up, Sandhya Vandan, and do puja. These are called Nitya Karmas. and on every Amavasya you have to do Tarpanas, and whenever there is eclipse then you have to do some kind of Tarpanas. These are also considered as the Nitya Karmas, because whenever they happen then you have to do it. They are also Nitya Karmas, because Amavasya is a Nitya, because it comes every month, and you have to do it on every routine basis. It's not out of some nimitta coming to you. So that is also Nitya Karma. But the Naimittika Karma is somebody passed away. Because of that nimittam, you are doing something. Or something happened, a special event. Because of that nimittam, you do this something else. Something is fallen. Just, a star, what are shooting stars? You call it shooting star, right? Sometimes a shooting star that appears, or otherwise a comet. Yeah. Sometimes a comet comes in the space, then you have to perform certain things. Because otherwise, they say something may happen because of such things. That's how it is said. So, whenever it is a nimitta, and basing on those nimittas, that means because of those reasons, you perform something. They are called naimittika karmas. Somebody died, you perform some rites. It's a nimitta. So you have to do certain things. But that's not nityam. Isn't it? Somebody taking birth and somebody dying, is it nimitta? Is it regular? So that's not a nitya karma. That is a naimittika karma. But nitya karmas, annually whatever you do also nitya karmas. They are not naimittika karmas. And kamya karmas are, you have some desire. Sometimes it's a selfish desire, sometimes it's a social desire. Selfish desire is, I need to get money, I need to get power, I need to get children, I need to get a job, I need to get rid of an enemy. These are selfish. But non-selfish activities are like, we need rain for the community, we need something good crops for the community, we need some good to the society. These are called, they are also the community services, but for good. They are also kamyas, but some kamyam is bad, some kamyam is good. So you need to have the kama, you need to have the desire. But the desire, if it is for the masses, yes, then it is accepted. If the kama is only for self, then that is prohibited. So, nitya karmas, naimittika karmas and kamya karmas. Three types of things. So, all these are falling in the category of dharmas as recommended by Vedas, Dharma Shastras and other scriptures. And all these are called Sarva Dharma along with their auxiliaries. That is what the Lord Krishna is talking about. So all the activities which are called the pravritti dharmas. In Vedas there are two types of things. One is the pravritti and the other one is nivritti. Pravritti dharmas and nivritti dharmas. Pravritti dharmas make you to do things. Nivritti dharmas make you come back. They ask you to stop such things and come back. They are called nivritti dharmas. They are also dharmas only. Don't eat this. That means it is stopping you in doing something. But that is called a nivritti dharma. Na kalanjam bhakshita. Don't eat onions. Yeah. It is not my saying. It is the Veda which says you to stop that activity. Nasuram pibeta. Don't drink alcoholic stuff. it's not a pravritti dharma, it is called nivritti dharma. That means it is stopping you from doing something. Huh? Yeah, whatever it is, but it's asking you to withdraw from that, to come from that. It's not pravritti, it is called nivritti. Right? But that is also a practice which you have to inculcate. So dharmas are two things, pravritti dharmas and nivritti dharmas. So that is what it is saying, So Lord Krishna is now saying sarva dharma means from all those which are recommended as upayas, as the means to attain something, as recommended by the scriptures, which are pravritti dharmas, which put you in some action. And you have to give up all. Give up all means don't stop those activities. You thought that they are upayas. Stop thinking that they are upayas. That's what it is. Don't think that they become upayas. And then, why Krishna should say them as dharmas then? When he knows that they are not dharmas, when he knows that they have to be given up, why he should say them as dharmas? The reason is this. Next sutra. Ivattai dharmamendiradu bhramikta arjunan karuttale. Because Arjuna was thinking few things are dharmas and few things are adharmas. What Arjuna said? His duty becomes adharma, and which is not his duty, he thought it is the dharma. In the first chapter, what is his duty as a matter of fact? Fighting. He is the ruler. He is from the ruling family. And his duty is to stop the evil. And if necessary, he has to fight and stop it. And if necessary, he has to, just kill some people who are doing some wrong. Even that is also his duty. See, for a doctor, his duty is to kill something. Isn't it? But what to kill? He has to kill some bacteria. He has to kill some virus. And then he has to save the patient. There's also killing. So they are called licensed killers. So, and when he is licensed to do so, when he is permitted to do so, because they cause harm to the body. They cause damage to the body. That's why he has to kill them and he has to protect the patient. And if he doesn't do, then what he's doing? He's encouraging those things to grow. If there are weeds in a ground and you don't want to remove those weeds, and what happens ultimately? The crop will not grow, but weeds grow very fast. And ultimately the weeds only will be there, that's it. Because they are very powerful. Then you are ignoring your duty and you are encouraging bad. This is what Arjuna was doing. Arjuna thought waging the war, controlling the ill, controlling the evil, controlling the people who are doing some wrong things is adharma. Fighting with them he thought is adharma. Actually going to the forest and begging for alms is not his duty at all. That is the duty of a Brahmin maybe. That is the duty of a sadhu maybe. But he thought, Shreyo bhoktum bhaksham apiha loke. I think going into the world and begging for alms may be good for me. That's what he thought. What does it mean then? Being the ruler is against to him. And what is it? his duty, he thought it is adharma. What is his not duty, he thought it is dharma. So what is happening now to Arjuna? Confusion. Confusion. So, because Arjuna thought things in a wrong way, and he thought that they are the dharmas, so Krishna is saying, give away all such dharmas and surrender to me. Whatever I say, do it unquestionably now. That's what he said. Because Arjuna was in that confusion. Brahma. Brahma, you know what does it mean by Brahma? What is Brahma? Illusion. Yes. Brahma means rivers. Brahmanam, Bhu Brahmanam. Did you hear that? What is that? Bhu Brahmanam means rotation. It's moving around. So Arjuna is in Brahma now. That means he should be like this. But now he turned like that. Reversed. Borra tirigenu. And what's happening? How to say that in English? How the brain turns? The brain never turns. Brain will be the same situation. But the expression in Telugu is like dimag kharab ho gaya. उनका दिमाग खराब हो गया, उल्टा सीधा हो गया वो. जो टेढ़ा था उसको सीधा समझने लगा, जो सीधा था उसको टेढ़ा समझने लगा. वही था दिमाग खराब होना माने. उनका दिमाग बदल गया होते. दिमाग कैसा बदलता है? दिमाग तो वही है. So that is a nice expression to say, because his thought process is turned altogether in a different way. It's other way around. That's what it is. That is Brahma. Brahma అంటే అది కదండి. ఒకదాన్ని మరొకటి అనుకునుట. దాన్ని మనం But in English you say it is an illusion, but it's not the right word to use. It's not illusion. It is thinking in a reverse direction. That's what we call Brahma. So because Arjuna was in that Brahma, and because Krishna is saying, because you are thinking those are the dharmas, so I say just give up all those dharmas. All those dharmas with all their auxiliaries, just give them up. Don't think that they are becoming means for you to save. Because Arjuna said, not fighting may be, I think, good for me. Fighting may take me to the Naraka. Narake nidam vaso bhavati iti anususruma. The first chapter he said, by raising this word, Narake niyatam vaso bhavati iti anususruma. By this kind of activities, it is said, probably it is heard, that they people go to the Naraka, to the hell, and they stay permanently there. That's what I am going to get. Is it what is going to get now? By doing such things? By doing your duty? Then Krishna said, whether you go to Naraka, whether you go to hell or heaven, don't discuss all such nonsense things and do whatever I say. Finish. That means you thought it is dharma, just give it up. Don't give up the war, but give up your thought process in that. Do it, whatever I say. That is what he said. That's what we see, right? So, Ivattai, all these things, Arjuna thought just these are the dharmas. So he was very much confused with these activities as dharmas. Dharma means what again? Means for attainment. He thought that these are means for attainment. So Krishna also says, Whatever you are thinking as means for attainment, give them up. Give up the thought of means. That's what Krishna says. So what he did is, he thought dharma as adharma, adharma as dharma. Isn't it? Just reverse. Just reverse. So far, they described only one word. Only one word. What is the word? Sarva dharma. Only one. Now they are going to the second one. What is the second one? Parityajya. The meaning. Then they are going to the next word of next sutra also. Idum. No, not that. Tyagamavadu. Actually, in this also there are three things, As I explained you, pari is a prefix, tyaga is the second one, the main thing, the base, and jya, liyap. It is called liyap. Liyap means which is an incomplete verb. Incomplete verb. That's called liyap here. There are two things in that according to the Sanskrit. One is called twa and the other one is called liyap. Twa comes if the just base is there, but a liyap comes when there is a prefix. Like kru. Kru is a root. Root is the base, right? Kru means to do. After doing, that is krutva. That's how it comes. Krutva. Then gum is the root. Gatva. Ni, to take. Then how it comes? That's it. You got the Sanskrit. Nitva. And then khadanam is eating the food. After eating food, that's it. Khaditva. Yes. So these are what you call tva pratyaya. The suffix is called tva. Tva is added at the end. So then it comes at gatva, nitva, krutva, khaditva, drishtva. Drish, to see. Then after seeing, drishtva, like that. And watch. Watch means to speak. After speaking, uktva, uktva, uktva. That's how it comes. Lekhanam is writing. Lekhanam. After writing, likhitva. Like that. See, this is called tva. But when the root is appearing with a suffix, like a, pari, vya, if some prefix comes before the base, then the tva becomes liyap. According to the Sanskrit, there is a root. See, I tell you the root gatva. Gum, after going, gatva it became. Then, after coming, if you want to say in reverse, you have to add a in the beginning. Then it becomes agatya. Gatva became agatya after coming. And nitva, after taking. But after bringing, aniya. It becomes like aniya. So it is liyap, it is called. So when a suffix comes before the root, then the tva pratyam turns as liyap. When a prefix comes, not suffix, when a prefix comes before the base, before the root, then it becomes liyap. Drishtva, after seeing, right? But suppose add some prefix like some drisya, paridrisya. Now that's how it turns. Grihitva, grahanam is taking. Grihitva, after taking. But if you add some prefix like some grihya, grihitva turns as sangrihya, that's called liya. So any times when there is a prefix to the root, to the base, then whatever the incomplete verb becomes liya. Otherwise it remains as tva. Tva. What are the other words this guys we say? Likhitva we said, likhitva. And then when you add alekhya, vilekhya, like that it becomes as a liya. So here also tyaga. If you have to say like after giving up, how you have to say that? Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna tyaktva. It is how it comes. But when pari comes here as the prefix, pari tyajya. Here pari tyajya. That's how it came as a liya. Tva goes and the yak comes. For anything like that. So that's the Sanskrit, the rule of the language, in Sanskrit. So here there are three things in it. One is the pari, a prefix, tyaga, a base, and liya as yajya. Three parts are there in this. Each one should be known by us. As each one we know is a sarvadharma. So here are also three things. So let us try to understand what those three things are. Okay? Such a difficult thing. We thought this is just a beautiful discourse. So much grammar is involved in this.
But still, it's a beautiful discourse.
So, basically you need to know what is tyaga means. We speak the word tyaga. Arey tyag karo, kya tyag karna hai? What is tyagam then? Tyaga buddhi kavaranti, tyagam cheyali, tyagam. Desani kosam tyagam chesin manuvavalu. What is the tyagam? What does it mean by tyaga? You need to know that first of all. That's what he is describing initially. See the sutra there, which is the 17. Tyagamaavad Bhuktopayangadai Anusandhit Suktikaile Rajata Buddhi Pannuvarai Poleyum Viparita Isagamanam Pannuvarai Poleyum Anupayangadile Upaya Buddhi Panninom Yengira Buddhi Visheshattode Tiyajikkai. This is Tyaga. I'll put it in a simple term first and then I will explain you the sutra here. Okay? Basically, Tyaga means, no, this is my object. And then I give it to you. Yes, come on. I dedicate it to you. That is Tyaga. I did it. And then I have a piece of land. And then I wanted to just give it to some good cause. And then just I dedicate it. It is Tyaga. And then somebody is doing like this. And you are a person with good money with you. And you want to do some Tyaga. Okay, come on. 10 billions. I give it to you. Tyaga. This is what we this is what we call Tyaga, right? So what does it mean by Tyaga? Can you guess what you did then? What did you do then?
Giving up something without expecting something.
Giving up something without expecting something in return, right? That means what you did practically, in this object, first of all you are thinking, this is mine. This is mine. You removed that mine from this and you imposed yours on this. That's the act. So simple as that. You did not move the land from here to anywhere. Land is here only. Did you do the land like this and as Ravana lifted the land? You won't. Land is there only. But what you did till now, your mamatva, what you call it? Mama is there on that. So, your mamatva is removed and tvadiya is imposed on that. Ultimately, my mamatva is removed, your mamatva is imposed on that. That is Tyaga. So simple as that. That's what we call as a Tyaga or Dana, whatever it is. When you do the act, that is Dana. When the bhavana of yours is Tyaga bhavana. Right? Giving up is Tyaga. Dana is also the same thing, that just you are giving it up to the other person. And that's all it is. Swamamatva nivrutti purvaka parasvatva padana is a definition for Tyaga or for Dana either. What is that? Swa mama. My mama is there on that. I removed that from that. And what I did? Your swatvam is imposed on that. You start feeling that it's mine. My swam. My swam means my property. And your swam is imposed on that. That's it. That became Dana. So, swamamatva nivrutti purvaka, and you first of all did this, and then para swatva apadana. నీ మమత్వాన్ని తీసేసి వాడి స్వత్వాన్ని దాన్ని పెట్టావు. సింపుల్. It's an act of doing two things. If you do not remove your mamatva and just say, no, I give it to you, come on, just use it. That never becomes Dana. That never becomes Dana. And you temporarily just allowed him to use it. That's it. That never becomes a Tyaga or Dana. Understand? And your mamatvam is removed, but his swatvam is not imposed. That also never becomes Dana. Both are incomplete. So two things must be there. Conditional. What is the condition? Remove your mamatva first. Impose his swatvam next. Then that becomes a Tyaga or a Dana. You understand? That is what we need to do. That's how it has to be done. Otherwise, the object will be there only anywhere. That never goes anywhere. Land will be there, house will be there, money will be there, everything will be there. Only the Swatvam is changed from one to the other. That's what we call as dana.
Ownership has to be changed.
Yeah, change of ownership, basically, to put in straightforward business. Change of ownership. But from one it goes, that is Tyaga. He did dana, and the other one owned that. There are some people who brings, they bring fruits to us sometimes. They give, Swamiji, Discourse, I brought exclusively. And you own this, Swamiji, use it. And they went that day. Next morning they come and, Swamiji, did you take them? Did you take them? You should not take such fruits at all. Very dangerous. Because physically they gave, but mentally they did not give you. They did not give you anything mentally. Because their Swatvam was not still removed. Only Paraswatvam is imposed on that, but their Swatvam is not still removed. So when you eat, their Swatvam will pinch you from inside. And you should not eat such things, very dangerous, And they say, Swamiji, you should eat. I know how much effort I put to bring it to you, So you should eat it. They say, once you have given, that's it. Your job is over. Why you are bothered whether you ate it or not? That's not your business. And your job is over altogether. That is most of the times where we just miss the things, which should not be there.
Maybe then now, Swamiji, whether you are taken or not.
That's true, but